Hey, thanks so much for joining me for another video. You know, if you've been looking for an accessory holder for your tree stand, or even when you're hunting on the ground, to keep your pack up out of the snow or the mud or the rain, I found just the thing. And it not only works as an accessory holder for things like your binoculars, your grunt calls, and things like that, but it also helps you hang your tree stand. So I'm going to show you how to build all of it in just a few minutes for a couple of dollars. So stick around. Hey, today I have an awesome DIY for you. And speaking of DIYs, if you haven't done so already, I'd really encourage you to jump over to our homepage and check out all our videos. I've got tons of DIYs and how-to videos for you to look at and really grow some ideas of your own. And I think it's really going to help you not only save some money, but deepen your outdoor experience as well. So with that, I want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to share with you today, which is a hang-on accessory system that not only carries all the things like your binoculars, your antlers, your grunt calls, and keeps them at the ready while you're in your tree stand or on the ground, but it also does double duty to help you hang your hang-on tree stand. So let's jump into it. I'll walk you through how to build it, and then I'll show you how to use it as well. So to get started with this, all you're going to need really is a couple of lengths of paracord. I cut my biggest length at 13 feet or thereabouts. Now, if that covers me on trees up to about 2 feet in diameter, which is about all I really choose to climb. But now if you want to go to a bigger tree, maybe you have bigger trees in your area, you might want to make that a little longer. So it's really about personal preference and, based on where you live in your geographic area. All right, the other length you're going to need to cut is only about 18 to 2 feet long. So let's get those cut, and then I'll show you the next steps. So I've gone ahead and cut a length of paracord about 2 feet long, and on all the lengths, I just take a lighter to the end like this, and you want to make sure these do not unravel, okay? So we'll just let that go like that. Then we'll flip it over and do the other side. So very simply, now they have this 2 foot length of paracord, what I want to do is I want to put a surgeon's knot in the end, just like this. Just a simple overhand knot with both lines. And I pull that tight. Okay? And so now I've got a continuous loop like this. Alright? And I want to stick this through the tree stand like that. And I want to go through twice, just like this. So I stick it through twice. That's going to allow me to cinch this up and not have to worry about it coming loose. See? That wants to stay there now. And it's simple as that. So that's what we're going to use to hang our stand right here. And I'll put that right about in the middle. So that's perfect. If you want to trim these lines up on the end, you can do that. So now I'm going to show you how to build the other part. Okay, so now what I do is I take my 14 foot or 13 foot length of paracord, whichever works for you, and I put both the ends together like this. Then again, I just tie a simple overhand knot using both of the lines, right like this. And pull that down, cinch it up, and that's what it looks like, right like that. So that's not going to come out. So now that I have this knot in the end, I have one continuous loop of paracord. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back about 6 inches or so, and then I'm going to pull one side. So I have about 4 inches here of paracord, this smiley face. So I have extra on the one side. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to pinch it tight, and I am going to just do another overhand knot right through there. Pull that knot through. Okay. There we go. I'm going to pull all the slack out of that. just like that. And now when I put that down, I've got a smiley face on that one side. So when I can pull this as tight as I want, that smiley face is going to stay. And we want that loop there so it's easy to attach our carabiners. We don't want to try and slip it through with it under tension. This way these loops are always available to us. Now we're going to just repeat that process all the way down. I'm going to take that one side again. I'm going to pull it up about 6 inches. And I'm going to pinch it off. Now I'm going to pull all this through. And work it down. And we'll cinch it up. Pull that knot tight. And there you go. Now we've got 2 smiley faces. Okay? We're just going to continue that all the way down. And we're at the very end. You'll just have a single loop like this on the very end. Okay? So let's continue that all the way down, and then we'll show you how it works on the tree. Okay, for demonstration purposes, I am going to be doing this on the ground, but I want to simulate it as closely as possible where it would be like up in the tree. So I've put my lineman's belt on. I'm going to use the roots of the tree as a simulation for my climbing steps. And so what I would do at this point is I would, first thing I would do is I would take up the looping that we made right here. And what I want to do is I want to place this loop end around the tree first. So I'm going to place that up high like this. And then I'm going to take the knotted end down here that we made, and I'm going to pull it through the loop. I'll put that up high like this. And pull this around. I'm working it over the knots on the loops. And I'm going to put that right there where I want to hang my tree stand. Alright, now what I want to do next is I want to take the carabiner. I'm going to leave a link to these in the description below. They're 150-pound rated carabiners. They're like $6 for 5 of them on Amazon. But you could also move up and go with a 12 KN kilonewton carabiner, which would really put you over the top. But these are not rated for climbing or for you to step on the stand on or anything like that. These are just to hold the stand in place temporarily for right now. So what I'm going to do is now at this point I would be pulling the stand up, and I would have it by the paracord that we have here, and I would determine the height I want. Say I want it up here, I would just open the carabiner like this, and then I would clip this on there as well, and then I can line the stand up where I want it, just like that. So now that everything is hanging off of the paracord right here, and if you notice the stand is lower than my waist, and that's where I want it because I'm really at the top of my climbing sticks, and so I want to step level or down onto the stand. You never want to step up into a stand. So now at this point my hands are free, I've got my lineman's belt on, the stand is there. Now it's just a matter of me putting on my strap and cinching it up to the tree. And what I've done is I've actually brought the strap around, measured it, got it close to where I want it to be. So now when I put it on, I don't have a lot of slack to pull and all the other stuff. So let me go ahead and put that around the tree. And I will hook this up just like this. I'll bring the stand back to where I want it to be. And put this on here. There we go. Okay, so now the stand is again all supported on this. Now it's just a matter of me tightening up my strap to where I want to go. I want to make sure that any cords I have, cordage in there, is out away from the stand. Don't want that pinched in there. If you notice, my lineman belt is above everything right here. So let's pull this tight. Of course, I'm just ratcheting this quickly now for video's sake, but there we go, that's good and solid. Now what I can do here is I can just pull a little bit on this and bring it down to where it's loose enough for me to just undo it right here. And so I'll just slide this off the carabiner like that. Now with this hook here, what I can do is I can take my backpack, bring it up right here, that would have been on my pull rope, and hook it right in the hanging loop right on this side. And then what I can do is I can raise this up, put it on that side. I want it on the opposite side of me because I want to step into the stand. I don't want to pack in my way here. So now the pack's over there, and now what I can continue to do is I can continue to take the other carabiners like this, and I can just hook them all around this daisy chain like this. Anywhere I might want to hang my antlers for rattling, or my grunt call, binoculars, anything like that. So now at this point I can fix my stand up just like that. I would put my tether on now before I stepped in my stand, and then I'd be ready to hunt. So as you can see, there's a lot of uses to this. It's really cheap, it's inexpensive to build, and it just really saves you. It saves me anyway. Being at my age and the disability I have, it's not often I hunt out of a tree stand, but when I do, it gets very tiring for me. So having this system here really takes a lot of the energy that I would extend into putting the stand up away, so that I can actually spend time hunting and enjoy myself. You know, using that tool as an extra hand has really helped me a lot. And you know, sometimes, not just out in the woods, but in real life, we need an extra hand, don't we? I mean, yeah, we have friends, we have relatives, we have family, people that support us, that come alongside of us. But what happens when we face situations that it seems like nobody can identify with us on? That situations where struggles become so great, we don't even know how to bear them ourselves. Well, I'm here to tell you today, to give you some encouragement, that there's a God out there that loves you more than you could ever know. God not only made you to have a relationship with Him, but He's made you so that you and He could walk together on a daily basis. He wants so much for you to share with Him your problems, your struggles, your anxieties, your fears, your dreams, and your hurts. Because God is in the process and in the business of healing people, both mentally and physically. I've seen Him do some tremendous work in my life and in other people's lives. He's healed me of cancer. I've seen Him heal me of depression and all the other things that struggles I've had. The fact that He was with me and I knew He was with me has made all the difference in my life. And I know it can make all the difference in your life as well. It's so nice to be able to put our faith and our trust in God, knowing that He's going to take care of us one way or the other. You know, that doesn't mean that God always heals. It doesn't mean that God always gives you what you want. But it does mean that God is always there for you, and He always loves you no matter where you are, no matter what issues, no matter how great your sin. He loves you, and He longs to have you back into His arms. You know, if you're not sure about how to go about doing that, how to have that relationship, how to put your faith and your trust in Christ, you know, then I want to encourage you to check out my free book. It's in the description below. It's only about 16 pages. It's a short, easy read. Doesn't require your email or anything else to capture. You can click on it and start reading right away. But in it, I share with you a little bit about my life. I share with you how God made the difference. And I also share with you, more importantly, how the Bible talks about walking with God and the steps that you could take to develop a relationship with Him that is powerful and peaceful and loving. The book's called Growing Deep. It's free. Again, you can check it out. But you know, I've got listed a bunch of books down there that I've written and published, and I wanted to give them to you as my gift today. So guys, I don't know what your struggles may be, but please know that God is there with you and for you. And He wants so much for you to experience His love and His peace, His forgiveness and His grace. All you have to do is come to Him, because His arms are always open wide. So let me just leave you with a thought I always try and share, and that is that God loves you more than you could ever know, and I really mean that. So as you're experiencing the outdoors, take some time to think about Him this week, because He's thinking about you. Thanks again for tuning in, and God bless you guys.